Clog Sports, your ultimate and number one sports show in the nation. My name, as always, remains Nanaya Asare, and it's a pleasure to come to your homes, your phones, your screens, whatever device you're watching me with, to bring you the best in the world of sports. Feels really good to be back and to be in very good company as well. What am I talking about? I'm talking about my usual partners in sports. None other than the champion of champions, the champion Benito, and then Isaac Opoku, aka the landlord of Ghana football. Today we'll be talking about a myriad of activities that are coming up for you here on Clog TV, including your favorite leagues abroad, in Europe, etc. We'll be talking about the Premier League, we'll be talking about the Ghana Premier League, yes, we'll be talking about our own. And there's a many more do we have coming, serving hot on Clog Sports, your ultimate and number one sports show in the nation. Guys, it's a beautiful fried-tastic. It's not fantastic, it's the fried-tastic. And then Friday, and I say fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, definitely.
Friday is a day which you bought our match to for the atmosphere, the weather changes. It's different. Because the loyalty brothers will always be happy anytime they see the Friday.
Yeah, right.
So thank God it's Friday. Yeah. My brother agrees with me 100%.
Yes, exactly. I think we are on the same page.
Yeah.
I really love Fridays. Unfortunately, I'm not a Friday born, but I do Friday. Everything is different.
Yeah.
Yes, everything is different.
You're eating
everything, but all inclusive.
Yeah.
All inclusive, everything is different. Shout out to our loyalty brothers.
Yeah, we've now recruited one person to the loyalty team.
That's
Solo.
fine. That's fine. Oh,
Solo,
okay.
Solo has joined the team.
Let me not veer off.
No problem, but we can vividly explain what loyalty team
is.
Go on.
Yes, okay, so very good evening to our cherry viewers. The loyalty team involves young and energetic men that have this nation at heart. And one of our topmost priorities is to put Ghana on the globe. Yes, so with our intellectual abilities and with our intellectual successes, we want Ghana to, have a higher flag. Yes, so basically that has been our priority. Why we formed that particular group.
Yeah.
We named it the loyalty team. It's only for boys.
Yes, only boys.
It's only for boys.
No, not even boys, but say men. Let's make it men.
Men. Anyway, so that loyalty team, it's only for men. And as of now, we have about 6 men, right?
Yeah, 6 men, strong men.
With the inclusion of Solu, he is now about to be vetted and see if he qualifies to join that particular group. And so hopefully next year we will officially launch.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the cameras of this particular station will be there to support us.
Well, talking about things that are coming up, especially since you mentioned next year, we'll be bringing you live coverage of all the Hockey Premier League matches.
Wow.
So all the Hockey League matches, we'll be bringing them live, and then we'll be at the stadium as well, the Hockey Stadium, where the league matches will be taking place. That we'll be having excellent panel members from the Ghana Hockey Association. A lot of things will be happening, so don't worry. We are cooking it and we are serving it hot for you right here on Clog Sports, your ultimate and number one sports show in the nation. And I'm going over to the loyalty brothers to let me know what they think about this weekend's Ghana Premier League fixtures and the results as well that have transpired over the past week. So who is going to start? Landlord, since the explanation came from Benito. Last week, we had quite some interesting fixtures within the week as well. We had Hearts of Oak hosting Nations FC. Hearts of Oak doing a very good job, beating Nations FC by a lone goal to nil. And we have Sweden All Blacks as well. They're having a mixed kind of season, but they are not shy away from performing very well, beating Vision FC by 2-0. Between United beating 11 Wonders by 1-0. Bekum Chelsea also beating Hohoi at Bekum as well. Holy Stars Basake beating Samatex quite surprisingly by 2-0. Young Apostles 2, Karela 1. Kumasi Asante Kotoko also beating Dreams FC by a lone goal to nil. And these are some of the fixtures or the results that happened over the past week. Let me hear your thoughts on them.
Nana, thank you very much. Let's greet our people watching us live on Facebook and also Clog TV. We are always grateful. Ghana Premier League, I always say from the start match they want to say this time around all the team means business. So far so good. Now I could say my best team in the Ghana Premier League is Hawaii United. And they are doing wonders. They make sure say do Hawaii dia. It's either a draw for the away team or maybe a win for the home side. They are really doing wonders. And now there's one team that has picked up, which I'm very happy for them, is the Aduana Stars. They've been able to pick up where they couldn't last season ago. Even when, at the start of the season, it wasn't good for them. But for the 4 matches to this time around, they've really picked up. So kudos to the CEO, Atapoku. Yeah. Atapoku, fantastic. And then he's doing something I'm always happy. When he goes to the stadium, he doesn't go to the VVIP or the VIP stand. He goes to where the normal supporters sit just to have the feeling of how the supporters play. So now, it was a big win last week for Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Accra Suffolk. I always say these two teams are doing wonders. If they continue like this, it will make the league very interesting. Right now, when you talk about the top 4, maybe the top 5, there's Kumasi Asante Kotoko and there's Accra Suffolk. This weekend, Suffolk is playing against the Aduana Stars at Doma. Where Aduana Stars...
That seems to be a hot one.
Where Aduana Stars is almost 4 matches or 5 matches unbeaten, which is very difficult. The morale booster for Accra Suffolk, Benjamin Asari clean sheet is back. And also, Solomon Agbeshi was in the post, also kept like 2 or 3 clean sheets. House of Folk won last week against Nations FC. That was a brilliant win. It was a good one because we thought Nations they are very good, but House of Folk were able to defeat them at Lagos Sports Stadium. So going to the Monday is going to be very difficult. Kotoko also won. They won in the FA Cup, beating
Future Stars.
Future Stars. It was they had a
very topsy-turvy game. That game was.
Yeah, it was 2-1. I was able to follow the match on social media.
Future Stars were leading for majority of the game.
And they also played a friendly match this midweek, and you could see the team's preparation. So far so good. The Ghana Premier League is really going on well. It's going on. So I'm just hoping that still now Kotoko and House of Folk will perform well to see the excitement.
Talking about Kotoko and House of Folk, Benito, there are 2 teams that we know that their performance actually raises up the pedigree of the league as well. And then they're now sitting 3 points adrift of top position. Mind you that Mediama Sporting Club has a game in hand and are having 26 points in second position. Aduana Stars are sitting first, having 27 points, the Loma-based boys. And now Kumasi Asante Kotoko are third with 24 points. Heart of Folk are fourth with 24 points. Heart of Lions are also in and around that place, also having 23 points. So the points tally from fourth to first is just 3 points.
3 points, yes.
It's incredible. This is what we actually love to see. Aduana Stars are no minus. I remember when they came into the Ghana Premier League, their first season, they won it. This is one thing that we actually do like about them. There are quite a few teams in Africa that have actually done that. When you go to Kenya, we have that of Sofapaka. They also did the same thing. But now in Ghana here, Aduana Stars finding back their form. The Doma-based boys, the Aduana boys, Nana Jimambedu also behind the team. You can see that they are rallying around, getting the support that they need. And then when they are playing at home, they look invincible. They look as though they are not going to be beaten. Benito.
Yes, as usual, very good evening to our viewers and official part with them all.
Yes.
Since we've entered this festive season, we pray that God will see us through and everything will be successful for us. Yes, talking about the Oja boys, I think in about 3 weeks ago, during one of our sessions, I said that I have really monitored this particular team. And it is as though the only thing that they were missing out was administrative prowess. Because right from this time, our own Atapoku has demonstrated that they had quality of players that is on the field of play. But the only thing that probably didn't go on well for them in about 2 seasons now was from the administrative aspect and how they are working hand in hand, most especially with the patron or the life patron in Nana Jimambedu. It is really working well for them. Going to Pando to win that particular game was an emphatic statement for Adriana Stars because I really remember last season they lost 2-1 to that particular team away.
Yeah.
So within this period, winning that game gave them one of the best feelings they would probably have in this particular campaign. It is of no news that they are leading this particular season's table. Even though, as you already mentioned, the points gap is very close. And I really remember, right from the start of this season, I predicted that I foresee this season becoming one of the best seasons in the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah.
It is clearly what we are seeing.
Yeah.
Because as of this particular stage, in about 14 games played, having a league leader understood, agreed. But then it's just a 1-game win or 3 points that closes the gap.
And
it shows how competitive this season has been.
Away from that, when you look at Mediama Sporting Club, they've played 1 game less than Ediana Stars and Kumasi and Hartlepool.
Yes.
So should they win that particular game, that's taking them to 29 points, which would be maybe a little bit far-fetched from all of them. But before you move on, let's just remind you that we are still streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you want to watch us, you can actually go on there, search for Clog TV, and then you'll be able to watch us live and in HD. Also, don't forget to drop us a message, 0500500421. Who do you think is going to win the Ghana Premier League? Let us know your thoughts, let us know your comments, let us know your concerns as well. It's happening live here in the Clog TV studios. I'm here with Champion Benito, the champion of champions, and Isaac Opoku, aka the landlord of Ghana football. Benito, you were just wrapping up on Adriana Stars.
So let's give it out for Adriana Stars, how they are doing their things right. I just anticipate that things will go on smooth as they've started because we've known them over these years. One of the giants when we're talking of Ghana football. At some point, when we mention Kotoko has Ashanti Gold, you certainly mention Adriana Football Club. And so I really believe in one thing. When we're talking about football, proper investment is a major thing. And at this point in time, I must say that the CEO and the technical members and their life patron, I would mention his name because within this period, we've seen the major investment Adriana Football Club are doing. How, in fact, right into the second transfer window, I'm told they are on the verge of signing at least 2 players just to augment their team. It tells us one thing. They are in for the league once more. Maybe with where they are heading to, they want to win the Ghana Premier League again. But it wouldn't come so easily because looking at the table, technically, you wouldn't just say that Adriana Stars can just, win the league on a silver platter. As you already mentioned, Mediama still has a game at hand to play. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, with all these investments, they are probably willing to win the Ghana Premier League because it's been like 6 years now. They've not been able to win the Ghana Premier League. Had to folk same with the kind of investment they are doing. So it tells us one thing, that from the 1st to 7th, from the 1st to 7th. So Obi Awaji Pen, when that person is competing for that particular trophy, we can't take anything away from them.
Experience over there.
Exactly. So it's more or less like the battle between past winners or past glory holders, so that our league will maintain the standard and reach that particular height some of us were expecting. I still maintain my peace that this year would be one of the best years or one of the best seasons in the Ghana Premier League. As you already mentioned, from March day 15, there are mouth-watering fixtures that probably will be delving deeper into it. So basically, that will be my general overview from Match day 14.
Match day 14 has been summarized, and then also the month of November has been summarized in terms of goals. 5 top goals have come to our attention to contend for the Goal of the Month award. Here they are, right here on your screens. You have them, the goal of the month of November contender. Let us know, who do you think should actually win this one? Benito, we saw the goals of the month. We saw Hubert Jew with 2 nominations, Lord Amu as well with 1, Abdulaziz for Dreams FC also with 1 as well. These are beautiful, beautiful goals, Benito. Which one caught your attention the most?
They are from closest contest because if I'm to vote for one, it will be that second goal in match day 8 for Hubert Jew.
Yeah.
Yes.
That power driver.
That power driver, exactly. I'm beginning to understand why he said that. He's like Vitinha of Paris Saint-Germain. His skill and his ability, everything.
I'm sure Karela goalkeeper would not like to see him ever on the field of play.
Sure.
Another thing, Benito, landlord as well, you come in here, the quality of our pitches. Now look at Hubert Jehu, Lord Amwa, once again against Adriana. These are beautiful, beautiful goals, Benito.
Yes, before landlord comes in, Lord Amwa and landlord, yes. Okay. I've watched Kamaruddin Mahmoud of Midyema.
Yeah.
I've watched Rahman. Yes, I've watched Rahman Yaya of Karela United. And I've watched Lord Amwa. As of now, he's the finest right back in the Ghana Premier League. Yes. As of now, after match day 14, he's the finest. I've known Kamaruddin since his days.
Well, has he been playing at right back ever since for the beginning of the season?
Because yes, right from Bekum Chelsea.
Joseph Ablo has been also playing at right back sometimes for Kumasi Asante.
Sure, but within this season, he's been very consistent in playing at the right back position. I've known Lord Amwa from Bekum Chelsea, and I must say that he has really improved. He has learnt a lot. We're talking about the right back position. He's gradually
too rare.
Yes, obviously. He's gradually becoming an epitome of that particular role with his experiences and with his skills. And at this point, the instinct of adding goals to his football.
Yeah.
You know, within this era, if you want to be seen as a successful player, as a successful footballer, you should be adding goals to your game. And that is exactly what Lord Amwa is doing. But if I'm to vote, I'll go in for Joe's goal exactly in the match day 8.
Landlord, we'll have your comments as well. The reason why we are coming to landlord after Lord Amwa is because both of them play in the same position, number 2. So I'm sure landlord will be happy and excited about that.
I think that is a beautiful one. Kudos to the Kumasi Asante Kotoko team for the good work they are doing. Say goal of the month, then you have 3 players who are in this category. I think it's good. For me, I'll go for 2. The Lord Amwa and Abdulaziz goal. So if these 2 goals win the how do you call it? The goal of the month. I think it's going to be very nice. But I hope Lord Amwa wins it, because now, as Benito was saying, I've watched his game very well. I watched his game against Accra Asofo the Nations Wembley. I always see this right back, the former Barcelona player, Dani Alves, who knows how to shoot, give out a pass, accurate pass to the striker. So he's very good. The match against South Africa in the international friendlies, he played. Yeah. He did brilliant. That was a very good game.
Unfortunately, he came from bench.
But when he came in, he did brilliant and fantastic. So I think for him, Lord Amwa and Abdulaziz go. If any of them wins the goal of the month, I think I'll be okay.
Another mention to the 4th nominated goal. I'm sure we'll have time to see that once again. That was a very beautiful one. I'm sure we are not talking about it, but when you look at the number of players that were in front of him, and he was able to curl that ball, Marvin Owusu, that is for Chelsea. The player in front of him curled it around the goalkeeper, around the player that was shielding the goalkeeper, and the celebration that had to go with it too was splendid. When you look at how he got the ball, moved into space, look at the reading of the game, moved into space, used the player as a shield, blocked the goalkeeper's vision, and curled it behind him. That's also another good goal, and a beautiful celebration as well to match.
Yes, it's another wonderful goal. But then the little I know about this goal nominees and goal of the month, goal of the year stuff. Two of the major criteria. One is the range within which you scored the goal.
Yeah.
And two, was it a winning goal or a decisive goal?
Yeah.
So I think that if these criteria are to come to play, still I'll go in for Hubeje's goal against Karela. Yes, that is from the match day 8.
You are going for Abdulaziz?
What Benito just gave us right now, the Abdulaziz goal was a winning goal, and the range. Lord Amoy's goal was an equalizer.
Yeah.
But still, I'll go for Abdulaziz. And a quick one on Abdulaziz. Dreams FC.
Yeah.
You know, they have this, I don't know, some training players now. Abdul Fattah Ishaq was playing for Dreams FC.
Yeah.
Look at the goal he scored over the weekend at Leicester City. That goal, if they don't give him the Puskas Award next year, may demonstration go England. So Dreams FC has these types of players that play. This Odro guy who plays for Barcelona. He was playing for Dreams FC, right? He also has the same style of scoring his goals. So now, I think Benito said something earlier on before the start of the Ghana Premier League. He said, but we are going to witness one of the finest Ghana Premier League this is because at first, I can say goal of the month. We will not see this long range, but look at 3, almost 4 long range goals. So it means the excitement in the league now, you can way back and bring back the love. The love is back. We're just hoping and pray it will continue like this, and at the end of the season, House of Oak will lift the trophy.
Hearts of Oak might probably win the trophy if everything goes according to landlord's plan there. But unfortunately, football is not played according to landlord's plan. It's played on the field of play. And we are going to have the fixtures of the Ghana Premier League match week 15. They should be on your screens at the moment. And guys, it's going to be an interesting one. So we are starting with Bichim United versus Swedro All Blacks. That is not an easy game at all for Bichim United. I'm sure Mohamed Aminu and his guys will be able to master courage and then perform some magic. But Swedro All Blacks are also in, and they are showing that they are not here to joke at all. They are here to maybe win it as well. They are sitting 10th on the league table, not far from relegation, not far from the title as well. Then that is where Swedro All Blacks is at the moment. So it's starting with Bichim United versus Swedro All Blacks tomorrow at 3:30, and then we'll move on to Sunday, 21st December, where we'll be having Dreams FC versus Brecum Chelsea at 3 o'clock, and then we'll be having Hull United versus Bibiani Gold Stars. That's an interesting one as well. Karela United versus Vision FC, Nations FC versus Young Apostles at Abrankese, Samatex versus Heart of Lions. Heart of Lions will be needing to travel a very long distance to Samaboy to face the Timber Boys. And then we have the Diana Stars hosting Accra Hearts of Oak. That's going to be a cracker at the Nana Ajimambedu Stadium in Domahinkro. And then on Monday, we have Mediama Sporting Club playing Basake Holy Stars. And then Wednesday as well, we'll be having Kumasi Asante Kotoko going away to 11 Wonders Football Club, where you'd expect Kumasi Asante Kotoko to grab all 3 points in that particular fixture. But that is where we have it. These are the fixtures. Which one is catching your attention the most? I'll start with you, Landlord.
I'll go for House of Folk, Diana Stars. Then I'll pick 2. Hull United versus BBN Gold Stars. That is, I'll even pick those match ahead of Ediana versus Accra.
Are you sure that Ediana Hearts of Folk is a title deciding game?
Oh, then I won't be surprised if Asuku lose this match because what I've seen for the past 3 weeks, what Ediana is doing and going to Domato, it will be very difficult. But Hull, I always love football when the fans pay much attention to it. Nana, if you go to, I've been to Hawaii, but I've not been to the stadium before. Nana, they love the football. They understand the football. When they are coming, I learned say Timbers. They have a group of supporters. They will lead. They will be walking in front of the Timbers to the stadium in almost like 20 minutes. Nana, that is what we want in the Ghana Premier League. Once you see what Benabao, you could see the horse and the supporters coming with the Timbers to the stadium. Nana, it is very exciting. So it's going to be a very interesting. BBN Gold Stars is also coming up. Won the league last season. So Charlie, it's going to be a very interesting game. So Ediana versus House of Folk, then Hawaii. There's most 2 games you need to watch in the Ghana Premier League over the weekend.
That's quite an interesting one. Benito,
Yes,
so we've seen the fixtures as well.
Sure.
And,
As usual, the week's opener, that is Bechem United and Swedro All Blacks. It will be one of the interesting games because Swedro All Blacks in their last 5 games, they are undefeated. They've won 4 and drew once, with Bechem United losing 3 in their last 5 games. It shows that competitively, Swedro All Blacks, obviously, since they are also on top than Bechem United, tells us one thing, that despite the fact that they after about 12 years in missing out in the Ghana Premier League, they bounced back, and they wouldn't want to just be exited once more. So they are putting all the arsenals together, and I must say that recently, when you travel to the Bechem Nana Fosuji Park, isn't known like previously. It isn't the fortress we used to know.
Yeah.
So with the kind of idea this team they've had throughout the season, they can cause an upset at the Bechem Nana Fosuji Park. Most especially having one of their finest strikers tasting the Black Galaxies game against Bafana. That is Rudolph.
Yeah.
He had an excellent spell when they played in that friendly game. So it would be an interesting game. I still predict that win or draw for Swedro All Blacks away.
Win or draw Swedro All Blacks
and
away.
And obviously the title deciding game at the Nana Ajimabedi Stadium, Aduana Stars Asofuk. I'm sure with the return of Benjamin Asari, clean sheet, he might be in between the sticks. But then Solomon Bessie has also had a fantastic stay.
Yeah. If you're the goalkeeper, who are you sticking or switching there? Because
no.
Solomon Agbesi has 3 clean sheets out of the past 4 games.
Sure. I would still prefer Solomon Agbesi to Benjamin Asari because recovering from injury and having such a difficult game, you wouldn't want to gamble for anything. I do understand the qualities Benjamin Asari possesses, but at this point in time, Solomon Agbesi is on top of form. And so if I am the coach, I would still put Solomon between the sticks against Aduana Football Club. Because in that particular game, if Aduana Stars wants to really win this particular league, that game will have a key role.
And Aduana Stars as well, they are no strangers to beating Accra Hearts-of-Oak.
Exactly.
Accra Hearts-of-Oak usually end up losing there by a lone goal to nil, as we've seen. It was last season that Accra Hearts-of-Oak was able to turn their fortunes around by beating them 1-0 as well in that same fixture. We'll come back after this short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We still have a lot of things to discuss. We've not talked about your favorite European leagues. We've not talked about what the Black Stars are going to be doing in March against Germany. We'll be bringing all of that to you. Don't go anywhere. This is Clog Sports. Yes, and we are back. You're still on the nation's ultimate #1 sports show. And I'm here with champion of champions, Champion Benito, and Isaac Opoku, aka the landlord of Ghana football. We're just talking about the Ghana Premier League and the fixtures that are catching your attention the most this particular weekend. Case in point, Aduana Stars versus Accra Hearts of Oak, 3:30 tomorrow on Sunday at the Nana Ajiman Bedu Sports Stadium at Doma Ahinkro, where the Uja Boys will be facing off against the Phobians. Going to be an interesting match as well. Sweden Blacks as well are touted or tipped to win against Victory United. That's tomorrow's opening fixture for the match week 15. That's what Champion Benito is actually saying. And then we'll be moving on. We'll be moving away from the Ghana Premier League a little bit, but we'll not move far. We'll be moving to our neighbors, Nigerians, where they are actually saying that maybe there was a little bit of a foul play when it comes to Congo and their qualification to the playoff stage of the FIFA World Cup qualification. So that is what they are saying at the moment. Nigerians want to go to America, Canada, and USA at all costs, by all means. Landlord.
Nana, they should just concentrate on the AFCON. We need the help. I think they have a feeling, I'm sure this one is some of their foreign players who are urging the FA and the team management to do it because they want to play. The likes of Vitor Osimhen, Ademoye Lookman, say they have to have a feeling of the World Cup because 2 consecutive in a row, which is very bad. Ghana beating them at Lagos Omututuwe and Congo beating them to Nana. I think it will not go anywhere. I'm just being truthful to them. They should just concentrate. Yesterday I saw a footage where they've been able to reach Morocco. I'm concentrating on the AFCON because the last AFCON that they played, they were finalists and Ivory Coast beats them. Yeah. So what they are supposed to do, they say they should do their homework very well.
And go a step further.
A step further. Because right now, Morocco flew the host nation. I could say Nigeria is the next team in this AFCON now.
Senegal.
But I understand, but if Nigeria put in the same performance that they did, was it last year or 2 years ago now, then they would just lift the trophy. So they should just concentrate and forget because Ghana is going.
They want to go.
They want to go some.
Our jollof is better, so they want to taste.
Yes, so they should just play in the Ketty Razor in the AFCON. We are going to enjoy ourselves in the AFCON.
Benito.
Yes,
is there any hope? Because let me before you come in, let me just substantiate what Nigerians are trying to say. So the Nigerian Football Federation and their lawyers are actually talking to FIFA concerning the ineligibility of some Congo DR players. What are they saying? They are saying that in Congo, there is a law, their constitution says that no one should have dual citizenship. If you are from Congo, then you must be from Congo. If you are not from Congo or you are from England, then you must be from England. That is what they are saying. Now, when you look at the Congo national team, they have players like Axel Twanzebe, who came from the ranks of Manchester United, from the academy of Manchester United. They have players like Aaron Wan-Bissaka as well, who also played majority of his football for Crystal Palace and also Manchester United and the academies in London and whatnot. So these players are touted to have English nationalities. That is, they are touted to have English or maybe some French connotations to their nationalities. Now, this is what Nigeria is saying, that you said nobody in your country, by your country's law, nobody can have 2 passports. You must have one or you are not a member of this country. Now, these 2 players that they've called to come and play in their national team or added to their national team have different passports from the Congolese national team's passport or the Congo's passport. So they are saying that since you have 2 passports, then you have deceived FIFA into thinking that you are a total national. Because to be a total national, you must have only one passport. That is what your constitution is saying. And they are saying that the Congo players or the Congo Federation has maybe tricked FIFA into believing that these people can be eligible or can be seen to be people from Congo. I want to have your thoughts, Benito.
Yes, thanks for this in-depth information. Yes, from the legal aspect, I think that this whole situation and this whole petition from the Nigeria Football Federation holds certain level of water from the legal aspect.
Yeah.
Because I do not know and I can't substantiate as to whether these two players in question, that is Azel Twanzebe and Erwan Bisaka, they are really holding dual citizenship clearances or passport. But then one thing I've observed is that you could clearly see that these two players played major role in their qualification to this World Cup playoff thing. And so I'm sure and think that it is because of how influential they were.
Yeah.
That is why they might be, raising that particular concern. But truth is, FIFA and this whole he's eligible, he's not, and stuff. I read one of the pieces from their director of football. He said that if you can't win on the pitch, do not come and disturb anyone. It is as though Nigeria, they are just behaving or doing all these things out of frustrations. Because as landlord said, 2 successive times you've not been able to qualify for the World Cup. It's a serious indictment to a nation like Nigeria, having all these stars.
Victor Osimhen,
And so
Ademola Lookman.
they should just concentrate on the AFCON. Because if you're able to reach the final in the last edition, possibility of you probably clinching the ultimate this time is very higher. They should just concentrate and have their full focus on the 2025 AFCON. Probably they need to stick to Clog TV so that they will be watching us during the 2026
Exactly,
World Cup.
because we'll be reporting live from America, Canada, and then the Mexico as well. Anyway, we'll be moving away from that at time as fast spent, so we'll be touching on a little bit of the stories for you so that you can have them. I'll just mention the headlines and then you give me your comments on them. So now, FIFA World Cup tickets have been slashed for countries that are participating. So now, initially, the World Cup tickets were slated to be quite expensive, but for the countries that are participating, that is, the prices have been slashed. And then for non-participating countries, their prices remain the same, or the prices are remaining sort of the same to them. What are your thoughts?
Yes, reducing it to $60.
Yeah.
That is solely for member associations.
Yeah.
For instance,
if you buy it from the GFA,
it's from the GFA,
it's $60.
Exactly. And not long ago, about an hour ago, the GFA published an article on how you can purchase that particular amount or ticket from the GFA online. So I'm sure that as and when we move on, we will be delving deeper into all these situations. But it's a good news because World Cup, aside the football aspect, it's as though it becomes a festival.
Yeah.
And so
it is a festival.
Yes, and so if you want to increase the ticket prices and stuff, it reduces. Yes, Emma, and go for any
say no, come on, me ticket $1,000 and $300.
Me say without old prices, you would need no less than 20,000 for tickets. Wow. 20,000 Ghana cedis for tickets. So hopefully from Monday, the details in more.
Okay, from Monday we'll be bringing more of the details. Dembele also has won the FIFA Best Award. Landlord, touch on it for me. And
great news for Ousmane Dembele. The stone that the builders rejected has become a chief cornerstone. We never knew he would come this far, but he's young.
Just as well, in the same awards ceremony, Donnarumma has won the FIFA Best Goalkeeper Award. Benito.
Yes, gradually he's becoming one of the best goalkeepers when we talk of football, because with where he rose from his days at the City of Milan, now with Manchester City. I must say that he deserved it, and as of now, he can be called the best goalkeeper in the world. But the only conflicting issue is there is a different goalkeeper who won the Copa Trophy. That is during the Ballon d'Or, and we have a new winner in the FIFA best. So, which of these keepers would really be seen as the best?
Well, talking about the best 11s, now let's look at this particular one, the 11 from the FIFA best, and compare that against, or juxtapose that against the Ballon d'Or 11. So let's have the FIFA best 11 players on our screens at the moment, if we do have them. There we have Donnarumma in goal, Nuno Mendes, Van Dijk, William Pacho, quite an interesting appearance over there, Ashraf Hakimi. Cole Palmer is there as well, Jude Bellingham as well. These two players are raising quite a few eyebrows. Vitinha is there, Pedri is there, Ousmane Dembele and Lamine the Dream Yamal. These are the players that are making the FIFA best 11 under the year in consideration. I mean, talking about the players that are not supposed to be there is going to take a lot of time. So I'll give you 30 seconds each to touch on them.
Yes, I've said this thing on many occasions that anything that involves voting isn't fair. At the there is no way you would have it 100%. And so I reserve my comment.
Landlord, opinions are like gnosis.
Anytime I see this guy, then I don't know. That's me go for
Wow.
Van Dijk. I don't know, but I feel like that per this 30 seconds. Yeah, you see last season performance to rate these people. Liverpool was bad last season. Liverpool won the league.
They won the league, but didn't go anywhere in the Champions League.
They didn't go anywhere. So I'll just side with my brother.
Okay. Opinions are like gnosis. Everyone has got them. So I'm sure you have your opinions as well about the FIFA best first 11. So now let's move away from that a little bit and come to Ghana, where our national team is started to play in a friendly against Germany. Quite an interesting one as a warm-up to, or a precursor to the World Cup that will be playing. Ghana versus Germany coming on in March. So Benito.
Yes, it's a good one because it was unfortunate that we didn't qualify for the AFCON 2025 because it would have been a wonderful platform to test our team prior to the World Cup. But having such game or such friendly would give us a fair idea about how prepared our team is. Because Germany, believe it or not, I understand that there have been inconsistency in their performances recently, but they still have the stars. So if you're able to, rock horns with them before you go to the World Cup proper, it would give you fair idea when you are meeting giants in the world of football. So it's a wonderful thing from the Ghana Football Association.
It's a wonderful thing from the Ghana Football Association getting this particular friendly for us. And then now we'll be moving quickly through the English Premier League table and then the fixtures as well. Quickly, we have the likes of Arsenal playing against Everton. We have quite a lot of fixtures coming up. I'm sure we should have them on your screens shortly. The English Premier League fixtures down the table. Arsenal leading, sitting pretty at the top. And now we have Newcastle versus Chelsea, Bournemouth versus Burnley, Brighton versus Sunderland, Man City versus West Ham, Wolves versus Brentford, Spurs versus Liverpool, Everton versus Arsenal at the Goodison Stadium, and then we have Leeds versus Crystal Palace. On Sunday, we have Aston Villa versus Manchester United, quite an interesting one. We have Fulham versus Nottingham Forest. This is the match week 17 fixtures, Landlord.
But now, I'll just start from the top. Upset will happen. Early kickoff. Oh, upset this soon.
Upset this soon.
That's all.
Into Chelsea this one.
I don't know, but upset will happen. So it's not
Benito, touch on the 30 seconds.
Tottenham Liverpool will be the must-watch game. Okay. Obviously, at that Tottenham was first.
Two teams are flattering to deceive.
Exactly. So, who wins that particular game? It's still the question to be answered.
Okay, and now I think we've covered almost each and everything that we should cover. Unfortunately, I couldn't pick up most of the messages, but please, those of you calling this particular number, that's not the number to call, it's the number to give messages in. I'll read quite a few of the messages before we wrap up on this. This one says that, hello NY, good evening. It's another Friday evening where we get to enjoy sports on Clog TV. Big ups to you and your team for always putting out a great show. God bless you and Merry Christmas. And this one came in through from, please add your name when you're sending the messages. This one is also saying that I watch you guys live from Osu. Marvin Owusu wins goal of the month easily. This is also another person's coming in, the goal number 4, saying that Marvin Owusu is winning goal of the month. He also says, a good evening, champion Benito. I see you all. My boys go win this game hands down. So now these are messages coming in. This one is also coming from Ejewa from Hacho initially, the one that didn't add the name. Ejewa says, hello NY, good evening. It's another Friday evening where we get to enjoy sports on Clog TV. There's many other messages that are coming in, but unfortunately we won't be able to take all the messages. Now we'll be just wrapping up quickly before any other thing. I'm sure my producer is screaming in my ears. Guys, final words.
Well, now, final words. We are entering into the festive season. We just want people to be very, very, very careful. We need you people alive for next year's World Cup. If you don't want to go, we'll give you updates.
They don't have to meet one particular person for tickets and all those things. They should get it correct.
Yeah. So right now, first now, I'm sure Joe, after the, how do you call it, increase in the tickets, Joe was happy. So, but right now, God has intervened. That the attitude to say who. People want Yebeko. And so that, as I said there, please don't go out and go and chill anywhere. And this evening, the Loyalty Brothers are meeting.
Benito.
Yes,
final words.
That is it from my brother. We're coming back on Monday.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be coming back on Monday. We'll be serving you the sport hot as it is. My name is Nanaya Asari. As always, it's a pleasure to come to your homes, your screens, your phones to bring you the best in the world of sports. I did this today with the champion of champions, champion Benito, Isaac Opoku, aka the landlord of Ghana football, my production crew members of the Loyalty Brothers as well, Chairman Joe, our create timekeeper, Solo, Oga Solo is also there in the building. We have and the champion producer, executive producer also is there. I'll not mention his name because he's also a Loyalty brother. And quite a lot of people coming through helping us. The Soutum Diallos as well also there. And a big ups to Jewa from Hacho also. He's also always watching us as well. This is how we call it a wrap on Clog Sports, your ultimate #1 sports show in the nation. Arrivederci. We'll see.